smack rapping.
You know, what's interesting about you that I think that go up under the radar is your work ethic.
Yeah.
Right? At one time you was releasing albums like every month, every 2 months. Then
every week.
Something crazy like that, right? And you did something that people never done before, even up till today. Like, was the artist ever mad? Like, you released him this month, then she released next month, like they didn't get their shine that they wanted?
Nah, because we sold records. Think about it. If the lowest amount of sales I had was 500,000 on the order that you never heard of, that's a win.
Yeah.
Think about it. They doing marketing, promotions, they doing all these things, and they might not sell 100,000 units. My lowest artist sold 500,000. So it's a blessing. These guys that come from the streets, nobody never heard of them, and we was able to put them on and do songs and do records with them. I wanted to check. I just didn't want to be no star, dog. I come from nothing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see my people win too. I say, you know, you ain't a millionaire till you create other millionaires. And so that's what it was about with me. I'm creating other millionaires at the same time. You got black brothers and sisters that come from the ghetto. When you're talking about being with no limit, their whole lives were changing. Now, what they do with their money, they keep it. That's on them.
Right.
But I put money up, invested money, and made sure people made money.
Aside from Snoop
and
yourself, the longevity of the artists that came from your label, who else would you say became a generational success?
Mia X, Silk the Shocker, you know.
Silk got a lot of flack back in the days.
How
did you guys deal with that?
We deal with money. We deal with facts.
Right.
Think about it.
Right.
You know, you ain't got to worry about that if you're dealing with money.
But when you was in the studio, you never was like, yo, man,
we did what we wanted to do.
Is a little. never.
Guess what? Because everybody was singing it.
That's true.
So think about it. It's the people that's not selling worrying about that. The customer buying it. They love Silk everywhere we go. You know, we just did the NOLA Walk of Fame. We celebrated Lil Wayne for February 6th, and then Essence Week. We're gonna celebrate Silk. We're gonna celebrate Juvenile. So, you know, we're gonna get a lot of those artists from back then. Soulja Slim. We'll be able to put, you know, their plaques on Canal Street. I'm the first black man with real estate on Canal Street in New Orleans.
That's Speaking of New Orleans, you're doing a record, right, to benefit the victims and what, just because the city is going through a lot right now with the terrorist situation.
So we going through it, but at the same time, the record is called New Orleans Keep Holding On, and we resilient, we NOLA strong, and to be able to get in the studio, I ain't been in the studio in a long time, but to get in the studio with Mia X and Mac and KLC producing the song with Symphony on the hook, and Trombone Shorty. I mean, we created a hip hop, blues, jazz record. And it's just helping us get through it, helping our people get through it. So, and then all the proceeds from the record going to the family. So, you know, that's what it's about.
Right. So, and I mean, there's a lot going on, obviously, but you guys also have the Super Bowl coming up, right?
Yeah.
And I know you spoke about that too, when there was the controversy with Kendrick performing and Lil Wayne, you know, saying the things that he said.
But that's over now. Kendrick gonna be performing at the Super Bowl. It is what it is. Lil Wayne, one of the best rappers alive, and we just gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep communicating in love. And we're gonna have one of the biggest Super Bowls you ever seen. So I think the world is gonna really love what they're gonna see. And we're gonna celebrate the people that's not here. I'm also making a plaque on Canal Street for the 14 people that lost their lives.
Right.
So, you know, we're gonna get through it and keep growing. But we ain't gonna live in the past. We can't change the past. If we could, then we'll talk about it. That's over with. We on whatever it's gonna be, and we're gonna do what we gotta do.
Speaking of Louisiana, when 50 Cent opened up his movie studio down there, did he reach out to you?
Yeah, that's my dude. You know, 50 doing this thing. And I showed up. I performed at 50 thing down there. I mean, I believed in 50 when he first came out. So I paid for 50 tour.
Wow.
When he was dropping the mixtapes.
Yeah, when he first came out. When nobody else ain't believing. Said, man, this dude gonna be big, you know. He said, I want to get on tour. What you need? Okay, here you go. Let's go do it.
How did you see that? And I noticed you take steps in directions where there's a lot of conflict, but somehow you just navigate it just easily. And I know it's speaking of love. Just speaking of love. I get it.
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.